Hi, this is Pastor Josh from First Baptist de Queen. We're taking a look this week at what happened each day of Easter week leading up to Jesus' death and resurrection. We've seen Monday or Sunday and Monday. Today is Tuesday of Easter week. So what happened on Tuesday of Easter week in Scripture? Well, Jesus had been teaching. He had been teaching a wide variety of teachings. And in the middle of all of those teachings, he went and he sat down in the temple. And so let's look at that. Mark chapter 12, verse 41. And he sat down opposite the treasury and watched the people putting money into the offering box. Many rich people put in large sums, and a poor widow came and put in 2 small copper coins, which make a penny. And he called his disciples to him and said to them, "Truly I say to you, this poor widow has put in more than all those who are contributing to the offering box. For they all contributed out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, has put in everything she had, all she had to live on." Now, around the temple, there were about 13 trumpet-shaped offering bins, and they were loud. The purpose was people would go and they would drop in their money for the giving, for their, as well as their over and above giving, their tithe and their over and above giving, and they would drop it in there, and it would be loud, and everybody would hear. And there was a place to sit across from this so you could watch what people gave. I mean, imagine if we did that today, right? You watched when people put their money in and you saw how much it was. And people were giving it, rich people, wealthy people were putting in money and all this money. People were good job, congratulating them on how much they gave. And Jesus is just sitting there observing. And then he watches this one poor lady come up and she drops in just 2 coins. And it doesn't make barely a sound at all. And then he calls his disciples over and says, "Hey guys, that lady," and they all heard how much it was. They all heard that it wasn't very much. He calls them over and he says, "Guys, she gave more than all of them combined." Because the issue isn't necessarily how much they gave, but how much is left over. She gave sacrificially. She gave everything she had so that she would then trust God for every need she had for that day, as in Jesus's prayer in the Sermon on the Mount, the Lord's Prayer, "Give me this day my daily bread." She was trusting God for her daily bread because she gave everything she had to buy bread to the Lord. And so Jesus says she gave far much more than anybody else. And so Jesus is here. He's teaching these powerful truths to anybody who would listen, to his disciples specifically. But he's teaching this even though he's just a few days away from his death and resurrection. He still wants to imprint on them something vital, something important. So analyze yourself today of your giving financially, giving of your time. Are you giving to the Lord in such a way as this woman here in Mark chapter 12, giving in a powerful way, a humble way, a way that is more glorifying to God than to yourself? Are you trusting him with your daily bread today?